pleasant good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We are about to start this part of our 47th Republican Status Celebration. The Honorable Chief Secretary Farley Augustine and other members of the Executive Council, Minister of State, Minister in the Office of the Prime Minister, Honorable Ayanna Webster Roy, Councillor Lawrence Hislop, my apologies, Senator. Okay, let me start that over. Bear with me, this is my first Republic celebration as Permanent Secretary, Office of the Prime Minister cast. So let me start over. Honorable Chief Secretary Farley Augustine and other members of the Executive Council, Minister in the Office of the Prime Minister, Honorable Ayanna Webster Roy, Senator Lawrence Hislop, Minority Leader Mr. Kelvin Morris and Minority Councillor, Area Representative for Roxborough Argyle, Mr. Watson Duke and family, Chief Administrator, Tobago House of Assembly, Mrs. Denise Toby Kwashi, heads of the various detachments that participated in the parade this morning, heads of departments in the Office of the Prime Minister, Central Administrative Services, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen all, a pleasant good morning. It is indeed with pleasure that I invite at this time the Honorable Ayanna Webster Roy, Minister in the Office of the Prime Minister with responsibility for CAST, to welcome each and every one of us in her welcome remarks at this function.
Good morning, everyone. I'm assuming you're all hearing me clearly? Yes. Lovely. Permit me to recognize Chief Secretary Farley Augustine, as well as members of the Executive Council, our Minority Leader, Mr. Kelvin Morris, and Minority Councillor, Senator Hislop. I want to recognize our Chief Administrator, as well as other administrators in the Tobago House of Assembly, my Permanent Secretary at CAST, as well as staff at CAST, the heads of the various detachments, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Tobago people, Roxborough people, good day and happy Republic Day. It is indeed a pleasure to welcome you to Roxborough Anglican School. In around 1986, I would have entered these very hallowed halls and started my education at the primary level, walking from just up the road and coming to school here, and whenever I gave trouble getting licks, I'm being sent back home. So welcome to a place that really helped to shape and mold me. I am extremely happy to welcome you for once more to this space for us to acknowledge Republic of Trinidad and Tobago's 47th anniversary of us becoming the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago. I remember as a little girl experiencing a Republic Day parade, and then for years we didn't have that in Roxborough. And I remember many of the boys and girls who grew up in Roxborough and various communities in Tobago East being disenfranchised and being disadvantaged. And when I had the opportunity to contribute in a meaningful way towards bringing back something positive and exciting to Roxborough and to Tobago East, it was for me bringing back the Republic Day Route March. And from the inception in 2017 to now, we have seen where the route march would have grown. And I want to take the opportunity to thank all of you men and women in uniform for making it bigger and better every single year. I appreciate you. I love you for your service to the people of Trinidad and Tobago, but more so for your service to the people of Tobago East. This year, we are going to recognize some organizations and individuals who would have made a valuable, meaningful contribution to not only Tobago East, but also to Tobago. But there are two special persons that would have been selected for the Minister's Spirit Award. Earlier this year, a family would have lost a loved one, a young man in Tobago on the island for a family funeral would have drowned at the Argyle waterfall. And two brave men from this community in the dark would have gone over to the estate, to the waterfall, to retrieve the body and to bring closure for the family. And today, as part of the Minister's Spirit Award, in recognition of their bravery and to say thank you and to recognize them for going beyond the call of duty as villagers, I want to salute those two young men. Ladies and gentlemen, we are 47 years young as a republic, but most importantly, we are 47 years stronger under the Constitution of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago. I am proud, extremely proud, to be a citizen of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago. And as Tobago grows and as Tobago advances under the Union, it is my hope, it is my prayer that all of us as citizens will continue to meaningfully shape our nation's history and our nation's course of development. Honorable Chief Secretary, thank you for being here and thank you for participating. To the administrators, to the members of the Tobago House of Assembly, to our minority councillor and minority leader, to the senator, to my permanent secretary, thank you for making this vision a reality once more. It is my prayer that God will continue to bless the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago. Ladies and gentlemen, permit me to move a toast as we celebrate. The drinks are coming, don't worry. But permit me to move a toast as we celebrate 47 years of greatness, 47 years of progress, 47 years of Trinidad and Tobago being a leader in the region, 47 years of Trinidad and Tobago, 47 years of Trinidad and Tobago continuing to be a beacon for the rest of the world. And also permit me to celebrate 47 years of Roxborough being the second town of Tobago. Ladies and gentlemen, happy anniversary of our Republic Day. Hip hip hip. Hip hip hip. Hip hip hip. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Minister, for welcoming all to this celebration. However, it just made me pay a little cognizance to my age. In 1986, while you walked into Roxborough Anglican for your first time, I was joining the sixth form at Signal Hill. All right, leaving Roxborough to go to Signal Hill for sixth form. All right, so as we continue to recognize our Republican status. I know ministers started already. I must commend the members of the committee who worked assiduously to ensure that the parade was successful, and indeed it was. I know the people beyond the Boston Street would be elated now that the route march went right back up to Prince Street. All right, because I recalled as a child those days when the march went right up to Prince Street and came back down. So that was one of the things that I endeavored will happen if I am PS at CAS. And indeed, let me thank Mr. Dillon and the other members of the armed forces and unarmed forces for making that dream a reality for me, and the elder folks who aren't able to come down to Sidgray or Lower Scarborough to enjoy the parade. At this point in time, we'll move into the presentation of 2 awards. And we look at the category for Entrepreneur of the Year. And this category focused on the entrepreneur who developed innovative approaches for the delivery of products and services in Tobago East. The nominees were Marlene Balfour, Breb's Bakery, Sharon Benjamin, Sharon and Phoebes, Cleve McPherson, and Kerwin John. I'd like to announce that the award this year goes to Mr. Kerwin John. And to represent Mr. John is his daughter, Kiba John, to receive on his behalf. But before Kiba comes forward, I'd like to invite Minister to do the presentation. So as we move along, thanks. The other category that we will present at this time is Most Impactful NGO, CBO, FBO. And in this category, we are awarding that organization, which must be a non-governmental organization, community-based or faith-based, which demonstrated an exceptional commitment to serving the community of Tobago East. The nominees in that category are the Delaford Village Council, Society for Education and Sexual Health Action, Environment Research Institute of Charlottesville. And the award goes to the Environment Research Institute of Charlottesville. And the representative is Ms. Namiche Map. Okay, so the next category is the Most Impactful Youth Organization. And this category recognizes the noteworthy contribution to youth of Tobago East through high impact programs, public outreach, and or advocacy. The nominees Support for Children Foundation, Charlottesville Police Youth Club, and Monster Mentality. And the award goes to Monster Mentality, and I'll invite Ms. Pauline Cordner to receive on behalf of Monster Mentality. Okay, so the final category is the Minister's Spirit Award, and this was a closed category which was selected by the Honorable Minister Ayanna Webster Roy, and this category, Minister would have elected to recognize Mr. Akeem Mackenzie and Mr. Cuthbert Francis. And as Minister indicated earlier, the level of gallantry exercised by these two young men from Roxborough when we had a tragic incident at the Argyle waterfall. So in their absence, I would like to invite Miss Jillian Thomas from Roxborough to receive one. Come. Thank you, Ms. Thomas. And I think I saw the Assistant Commissioner, Mr. Hazel. Can you receive this award on behalf of one of the gentlemen from Roxborough? All right, thank you, Honorable Minister. At this time, I'd like to invite Ms. Germaine Jacobs to move a vote of thanks first, please.
A pleasant good morning to all. I first want to give God thanks and praise for today, for life, health and strength. Let me give our Honorable Minister, Minister Anaya Roy, thanks for hosting today's event, our Honorable Chief Secretary for being part of this every year and never refusing our invitation for any event that we have. All other secretaries, all dignitaries, I say thank you. All the persons who have participated in the march today, we say hearty thanks. The committee who would have put together this event, we want to commend them for a job well done. And all the workers, our caterers, the school for taking us at last minute, we say a very hearty thanks. I pray God's blessing on each and every one of you, and I hope we enjoy the rest of the afternoon. Thank you.
thank you very much, Ms. Jacob, for moving the vote of thanks on our behalf. And ladies and gentlemen, I'll just invite you to enjoy the rest of the proceedings. There is the bar there available, as well as the caterers would be serving other refreshments. So thank you again, everyone.